Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne, is narrated in a retrospective first-person account. In the city of Hamburg, Germany, lives Professor Otto Lidenbrock, a well-known mineralogist. Residing with him are his nephew, Axel, and his goddaughter and Axel's love interest, Graben. One day, Professor Otto stumbles upon a coded note left by the famous Icelandic alchemist, Arne Saknussemm. With Axel's help, they decipher the note written in reverse Latin, which reveals the secret of reaching the center of the Earth through a crater in Iceland. The instructions state that at the end of June, the shadow of the Peak of Scartaris will fall upon the entrance. Excited by the prospect of this extraordinary journey, Otto and Axel set off to Iceland, stopping first in Copenhagen. Upon reaching Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland, they engage the services of a local guide named Hans, who accompanies them to the Snæfell mountain, where the crater supposedly lies. The small group traverses the Icelandic landscape, marveling at its beauty and encountering its inhabitants. After more than a week of travel, they reach the southern peak of Snæfell, known as Scartaris by the locals, and descend into its crater. Inside, they find 3 tunnels and patiently await clear skies to observe the shadow that will mark the entrance described by Saknussemm. Using a rope, the 3 men descend through the chosen tunnel, which leads southeast. After several days of exploration, they reach a fork in the path. Professor Otto decides to turn left, but as they continue, the tunnel appears to be horizontal, ultimately leading to a dead end. Realizing their mistake, they must retrace their steps, but the journey back is treacherous, with water supplies dwindling and their strength waning. Despite the hardships, Axel's loyalty to his uncle compels him to continue, rather than abandon their quest. After a grueling hour, Axel's exhaustion and thirst become overwhelming, and they are forced to halt. Hans, however, ventures ahead in search of water and soon discovers the sound of a nearby river. Utilizing a pickaxe, he creates an opening, and a stream of hot liquid flows into their tunnel. After the water cools, they are able to drink and replenish their supplies. Pressing forward, Otto, Axel, and Hans continue their descent into the depths of the earth. At one point, Axel inadvertently takes a wrong turn and becomes separated from the group. Lost in darkness and silence, he hears his uncle's voice from a distance, allowing them to communicate and reunite. Axel then descends further, causing a rockslide and injuring himself in the process. Unconsciousness consumes him, but Professor Otto rescues him at the bottom. Upon awakening, Axel finds himself in a vast chamber that opens up to a subterranean sea. Convinced that they must cross the water to continue their journey towards the center of the earth, Professor Otto instructs Hans to construct a raft from semi-fossilized wood. Setting sail, they encounter gigantic prehistoric creatures engaged in ferocious battles, as well as a volcanic island with a geyser nearby. Soon, they find themselves caught in a violent storm, tossed about for days. Eventually, the raft reaches land, but to their dismay, it appears to be the same shore from which they began their voyage. While waiting for Hans to repair the raft for a second attempt, Professor Otto and Axel venture out and stumble upon human remains, evidence of prehistoric inhabitants. As they continue along the shore, they encounter a forest and catch sight of a herd of mastodons. To Axel's astonishment, he believes he sees a colossal 12-foot-tall human figure among the trees, though doubt quickly gnaws at his perception. On their return journey, they discover Saknussemm's initials and an opening in the rock face, though it is obstructed by a wall. Determined to overcome this obstacle, they use gunpowder to blast it away. Setting the powder ablaze, they witness a shift in the rock and realize they have created a chasm, with the sea rushing through the newly formed passage. Swept away by the current, they plummet downward until they are carried upward by a waterspout. The trio finds themselves on the Italian island of Stromboli, ejected from the Earth's depths. From there, they make their way back to Hamburg, embarking on a series of stages. Hans, feeling homesick, continues on to Iceland. Otto gains fame for their extraordinary journey, while Axel finally gets to marry his beloved Graben. Journey to the Center of the Earth is an enthralling tale that takes readers on a thrilling exploration into the unknown depths of the Earth. Verne's imaginative storytelling and vivid descriptions transport us to extraordinary landscapes filled with wonder, danger, and the mysteries of prehistoric life.